Canelo Alvarez has changed his prediction for the mega clash between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev happening next month. Bivol is only the second man to ever defeat Canelo, outpointing him back in 2022 when the Mexican moved up to 175 to challenge for the Russian's WBA title. Canelo recently revealed that he is keen to move back up in weight to avenge that loss and believes it's the only fight that can add to his legacy. He stated, "Right now there's not much people left. I fought everybody. Bivol is one of the guys I'd have my rematch with to add to legacy. Like I say, if he wins 175 undisputed." When speaking previously about the fight, Canelo tipped Bivol to get the victory, with his in-and-out footwork holding the key. He said, "I think if Bivol has the condition and good game plan to go there, in and out and do all these things, I think he wins." However, in a more recent interview, Canelo now believes it's a 50-50 contest and gives Beterbiev every chance of getting his hand raised.
No, I don't plan to travel. And then again, this is a 50-50 fight. A fight between two very accomplished fighters. Bivol is going to have a very tough opponent in front of him. It's going to be a good fight.
However, trainer Robert Garcia has tipped Dmitry Bivol to earn a decision over Artur Beterbiev on October 12th. He stated, "I can't wait for that one, man. That's going to be a fight that's hard to pick the winner. I lean towards Bivol by decision. I just think he's got that style that he's not going to allow Beterbiev to get in. I don't know. I just think Bivol will push it up and earn a decision win." Garcia acknowledges that Beterbiev remains tough at 39 years old. He has knocked out every opponent he has faced during his 11-year professional career. And while Bivol represents his greatest challenge, Garcia knows Beterbiev has the power to be a constant threat. Garcia further added, "I also wouldn't be surprised if Beterbiev hurts Bivol and knocks him out, because that guy has so much power that he could knock anybody out." Beterbiev's former opponent Callum Johnson says that Beterbiev's power gave him nightmares. When asked who he thinks would win the fight between Bivol and Beterbiev, Callum chose Beterbiev.
If you ask me who I think is going to win, I say Beterbiev. Is that because I want him to win? You know, I think I do want him to win, just because it kind of makes it look a little bit better for me, if you like. But it's a very interesting fight, one I'm looking forward to.
When you look back at your experience in the ring with Beterbiev, if you could describe his power, because I was such a big...
Because I'm going to have nightmares tonight.
Undisputed heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk predicts who will be the world's next undisputed light heavyweight champion. The Cat Usyk selected Bivol as a likely victor. The Ukrainian champion said, "I guess Bivol. He has good legs, good movement. I watched the fight with Canelo Alvarez. Good boxing, defending, counterpunch and combos. Artur Beterbiev would easily defeat Dmitry Bivol," according to Jile Zhang. Zhang discussed the fight, claiming that Beterbiev's power will be too much for Bivol, resulting in a knockout victory. He said, "They're both great fighters, but Beterbiev will hurt him and probably end this fight with a knockout. I think Beterbiev's power will overwhelm Bivol's in-and-out footwork and his skill set. I think Beterbiev is just way too strong." Robert Garcia believes that Bivol may find himself in difficulty against the knockout king Beterbiev. He stated that in order to win this bout, Bivol must be the better fighter in the ring. He also believes that Bivol has to move quickly to counter the power of Beterbiev. Well, that's what Bivol's gonna do. Just boom, 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 touch, touch, and move, and touch, touch, and move. But that power is always there, man. That power is the last thing that leaves. Sean Porter shared his thoughts on the impending game. Porter expressed confidence in Bivol's ability to defeat Beterbiev, anticipating that the fight would not end in the early rounds, as previous occurrences have demonstrated. "Artur Beterbiev is going to take a lot of punches like he always does, and I don't think he can catch up to Dmitry Bivol," stated Porter. "Nope, he can't drag Bivol into a fight. Too damn disciplined, too much lateral movement, too intuitive, good boxer." George Groves praised both fighters and their respective styles. He said, "Beterbiev, once he lands, he has an affect. The question would be, can he land on Bivol, and does it have the same affect with everyone else he's boxed?" Bivol was exceptional against Canelo when he gets his game plan set up and he sticks to it. He boxed exquisitely well, but it's a safety-first approach from Bivol, and you realize he hasn't stopped anyone in a long time, years and years. He beat Lyndon Arthur out in Saudi recently, but I thought he would do a bit more of a demolition job on him, and if you put Lyndon Arthur in with Beterbiev, you'd think he'd just walk through him. The former super middleweight world champion leans towards Beterbiev in the clash of relentless and powerful pressure against precision and movement. You have to have a really good jab to establish, create, and maintain that distance with Beterbiev. If you don't have that jab that keeps him busy, honest, and at long range, then he will eventually just march you back. Every time Smith had his back on the ropes, he was in severe danger. Bivol is much more comfortable boxing off the ropes, but I think Beterbiev's the favorite. Maybe there's recency bias there. I probably go with Beterbiev win, but I wouldn't be confident on it. Eddie Hearn praised Artur Beterbiev, stating that Bivol had never met a boxer exactly like him before. Hearn stated that Bivol is the underdog in this contest, adding that Beterbiev is so difficult that it's as if he's not even human.
Just like you're fighting a guy that's not human. You know, he's not breathing. Every shot hurts. Even in the clinches, you see how strong he is. I'm not sure I've seen anything like it before, really. It's like it's not right. It's just like it's an unfair advantage.
He also acknowledged that Beterbiev age isn't exactly working in their favor, but despite that, he keeps improving with every fight. However, Hearn admitted that if everything goes according to Bivol plan, Bivol could eventually wear Beterbiev down in the later rounds. He went on to describe the matchup as a chess game, where each move and strategy will be crucial in determining the outcome. He said, "I know he's getting older, and you hope that he is slowing down, but he is not. He's actually doing his best performances now. It is very difficult to outbox him in the 12 rounds because he is actually going to wear you down. He is going to force the pressure with his shots around the back of the head and shots on the ears. They really hurt." Roy Jones Jr. feels Dmitry Bivol has a tiny advantage heading into his massive undisputed fight against Artur Beterbiev later this year. Jones Jr., a former light heavyweight champion, has cited various reasons why Bivol should be regarded the frontrunner. He said, "No, it's not a 50-50 fight. 1. Beterbiev is 38 years old. 39. Beterbiev has been down. Bivol has never been down," said Jones Jr. when speaking to Boxing Social. Bivol has been in there with who, at the time, was the pound-for-pound best in Canelo Alvarez and made him look like nothing. He further added, "So it's not a 50-50. Beterbiev has got everything to show me to bring it back to a 50-50 fight. Right now, Bivol has the advantage 60-40. Tim Bradley was asked to call the undisputed fight, but couldn't. He said, "Tough fight. I'm going to say 50-50. He then admitted he had previously backed Bivol to win, but now sees it as a closer contest that will require the best of the Russian. "I've always favored Bivol, but Bivol is going to have to fight a perfect fight to keep Beterbiev off of him." Joe Smith Jr. is a struggling boxer who has suffered losses against Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. His battle with Bivol was rather competitive, and he even knocked Bivol down at one point. However, when he met Beterbiev, it turned out to be one of his worst performances. Despite this, Joe feels that Bivol is a superior fighter overall than Beterbiev. In a recent interview with Themistoti, Joe was asked which of the two combatants was more difficult.
You know, in my opinion, I felt Bivol was, the tougher fight for me. He's all-around fighter, but both fighters are very skilled. Beterbiev, he's very accurate with his punches. He hits you where he wants to. But, I would be looking forward to seeing the two of them fight. But
Blair Cobbs believes Artur Beterbiev's strength will be a game-changer when he faces Dmitry Bivol later this year. Beterbiev enters the bout unbeaten and with a perfect knockout record. Even though Bivol may be his most difficult opponent thus far, Cobbs, a welterweight contender himself, feels Beterbiev will prevail. He stated, "Artur Beterbiev has unbelievable strength and power. I don't know how Bivol is going to be able to fight somebody like that. I don't see Bivol being able to survive something like that, but it will be very interesting. Bivol could land too many punches on Beterbiev, mess around, and start piling on points." Lyndon Arthur, who has previously sparred with Artur Beterbiev, expressed his opinion on the fight between Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. Arthur recognizes Bivol's superior technical abilities and great boxing IQ, which will make him a difficult opponent. However, he feels Beterbiev's sheer power is an important consideration that should not be overlooked.
I just want to ask you, obviously, as a man who shared the ring with Dmitry Bivol, he's facing Artur Beterbiev now. What's your thoughts on that undisputed match?
Well, I used to think Bivol was I still think Bivol was the best. Bivol was elite, but now I've seen that and I've felt Bivol doesn't hit as hard as what I think he needs to keep Beterbiev off. I've sparred Beterbiev. I know how hard Beterbiev hits in 16 ounces. I wouldn't like to take them shots in 10 ounces. Not for as long as that anyway. As a 12-round fight, and I don't know, man. Bivol's a boxer through and through, and he'll be happy to stay in there and box his head off if it can be done. But I'm excited for that fight. I'm sitting on the fence.
So what do you think? Is Dmitry Bivol scared of Artur Beterbiev's knockout power? Share your thoughts in the comments sections below, and also like and subscribe to our channel if you liked this video.